Well, good morning and welcome to this edition of Sell Your Own Product on Amazon for Income and Lifestyle. That's the name of the course, and that's who sponsors these broadcasts. And this is a weekly, it's supposed to have been a weekly hangout, but the last 2 weeks we've been battling hurricanes. We had one go through here, a week or so ago, and went right through this part here, right here. And luckily we survived. We've got a little hole in the roof right over there in one of the other rooms, but we made it. I'm fine. My wife's fine. We're all fine. And so it wasn't that I took a thing. We had some things to get out. Had a hibiscus tree that got blown over, and we fixed that and all that. And I know you're not interested in all that and you hear about me, but we survived the hurricane. I thank you for your prayers, all those that prayed and asked about it. And that. Now, what are we going to talk about today? We haven't talked about drop shipping for a while, and we get a lot of questions, on the not the bulletin boards. That's not what I want to say. On Yahoo, on anything there where you can comment, and also in my my blog, where you can always see it. Anything that's ever been published from me is available on the blog. You can go there, and right there it'll say view past hangouts. Go there, click on the year, the hangout you went to, and you'll be able to see it. But we do get a lot of questions. One of the biggest things I get is from people in countries, I'll be honest, countries I probably don't even know exist, and they say, can I drop ship from my country? It's a normal question, because if you look on YouTube and all that, all the people are Americans, or English speaking, let's put it like that. There's probably a few Germans and that, but the thing that people are interested, can I really drop ship from my country? I live way over here, and can I drop from my country? And yeah, the answer is, and I'm going to get right to it, the answer is very simply yes. As long as you've got a stable connection, you can drop ship from your country, with the exception of, since yesterday is probably North Korea. I don't think you'll be able to, I don't think, from the way things sound and everything like that, that you would be able to drop ship from North Korea. I just don't think it's plausible. I don't think you would, your product would get into the country or anything else. So, and that's not that big a deal, because I'm sure there's not too many people over in North Korea, from the way that tyrant, what is it, Rocket Man, whatever Trump calls him, treats his people. I don't think he'd allow you to be doing drop shipping anyway. So we'll forget about that, and that's enough to that. But I will say that I'm working on a hangout right now, because there's some very Rocket Man is going to make a difference in your drop shipping business, and I'm going to come out with that. I might even get it out yet today, and I think it makes a big difference, and you got to pay attention. But that's for the next one after this, and so I'm not going to talk to this, but I am going to talk to you now about the course. As you know, the course was originally set up for private label selling. Now it's been expanded to include every type of online selling there is, at least that I know about. I'm not saying I know everything, but I do know a few things. I've made enough mistakes to qualify for to be a drop shipping, I guess. I'm not going to call myself a guru, an expert, or whatever you want to call it, but that's what it's all about. So we're going to get into that. But can I drop ship from my country? Yes, that's what we're talking about today. And I was sidetracked. I was telling you about the course. The course, because of the hurricane and that, I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. I'll be honest with you. I'm far behind, and I'm starting some other stuff this afternoon. And so it's going to take away more of my time, but I'll get the course eventually. And when it is, it's going to go up in price. But right now, it's the same price it has been. And you can buy it now. You can get everything, and you're going to get all the new stuff added free. And it's not going to cost you any more money. If you wait till the course is finished, why then it's going to cost you about $150 more than what it costs now. So my advice is go over to the course, get the course, and shoot me a note. Tell me why you did. Tell me what you want to do, whether it's private label, drop shipping, or retail arbitrage, or what, and how I can help you. And we'll get you going, and we'll talk back and forth, and we'll get you going and get you excited and get you going and get you in it, because we've only got, this is September the 22nd. I had to look down the corner and see what the date was. I don't remember. I'm retired and I just don't remember the dates. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, get in the course, get going, shoot me a line, and I'll send you a welcome letter as far as that goes. But then shoot me back with what you're going to do and how I can help you, and we'll get you going, because we don't have that much time. September, October, November, we've only got about 2 months before Black Friday. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, and if you heard any of these things, Black Friday is the day that Q4 begins, because before that you're not going to have any extra sales or anything. There's be sales as usual and that. But once Q4 hit, man, the stuff starts flying off the shelf. It's just going to go bananas. And what can I say? You need to be ready for it. So we got 2 months, and we can still do it if you work with me and we get you going and all that. We'll get you in there. But anyway, let's get back to our thing. Can I drop ship from my country? You need a stable internet connection. What more can I say? You know, you can. There's probably there's nothing more important than a stable internet connection, because if you're drop shipping and you're selling on Amazon or you're selling eBay or something like that, they're going to shoot you an email that said, "Hey, Budzo or Terry, you just sold an item. We need to get it shipped out. Need to get it shipped out fast. Here's the address and here's all the information you need. So get it done." And then you've got to go over there. And if you're going to be a good drop shipper, man, you've got to get that stuff out. You've got to get it. You got to go wherever you source the product from. You go over there, you buy the product, have it sent to your customer. And basically that's all there is to it. Where you're at makes absolutely no sense. No different. Doesn't make any difference where you're at. I don't care if you're in Timbuktu or Peoria, Illinois, or San Francisco, California, or where I'm going to say the Bronx, New York. Doesn't make a bit of difference where you're from. What does make a difference is how fast you get that stuff ordered and get it on your way. Get it out. And so, as you've heard me talk about, I don't know how many times, make sure your drop shippers that you're working with, make sure that they're honest and reliable and get your stuff out. The main drop shipper I use has this policy, or what do you want to call it, in the thing, and it's real simple. If I get my order in by 2 o'clock Eastern time in the afternoon, it gets shipped out that night. So I can offer my customers 1-day service. Yeah, sometimes they don't have it, or something happens and it goes 2 days, and you'll be all right. But the thing I'm trying to say is make sure you're going to use a reliable supplier. You know, and one of the ways to do that is by Overload. You know, you get products from Overload. They're already here in the States and they get shipped out. They'll get it. Or if you're, you know, you're talking about from China, for God's sakes, use ePacket. That's going to be another part of the thing we're going to talk about this next video. And so I'm not going to go into too much later on that right now, but it says, so make sure you use ePacket. Okay, you see, your physical actions doesn't make any difference. You simply send the message to your supplier, tell him to send to the customer, give him your customer's name and address and all that, and tell him to get the package out. And he gets it out, sends you a bill probably, and you pay it, and then that's all. So this can be done from anywhere. I don't care whether you're sitting here. If you're, like I say, you're sitting in California or where at, makes absolutely no difference, because that's all you have to do. Order the product, have it sent to your customer, and you'll be good to go. So are there any shipping limitations? No, there's not, because you're not asking the customer to send it to your location. You're going to ask the customer if you're drop shipping from Amazon or eBay here in the States. It's going to be here someplace in the States. There's no shipping limitation, so you get it, and you ship the item to the country of the buyer. Now, eBay's got that global shipping program. My suggestion is you sign up for that global shipping. I'm not going to say it'll double your business, but it's going to make a big difference in your sales, number of sales. But you're going to find out that, and my problem with it, and I mentioned this 2 or 3 other times, is eBay pushes this global shipping program, and for a reason, they make a lot of money and they make a lot of sales on that. But the problem is they don't stand behind the shippers. They got it all set up. You send it to I just making it. You send it to the global shipping program, and from there they pack it and they charge the buyer the additional postage and everything. You don't have anything to do with it, and you get a notice saying it's sent. And they also send you a thing that you can't give a tracking number. A lot of people want tracking numbers, especially global, because they know it's going to take longer, and they would like to kind of track it. Well, it's kind of hard to do using eBay's program. And the thing about it, eBay pushes their program, says not to do that, but then what do? It's like they're tone deaf. If the customer over there gets a question about it and they don't have their thing in 3 or 4 days, I'm sure they know why, and there's no problem. But the point of it is, eBay acts like they don't know anything about it. Well, they do. They know the global, and they know the problems, and they don't stick up for you, the seller. So that's my big complaint today about eBay, and I'm sticking for it. You don't need to make any formal agreements with the platform, and you definitely don't have to sign any contract doing it this way. You just do it. It goes out and it goes. So that's about all I'm going to say today. I don't really think you can drop ship from any country in the world except, like I say, probably North Korea. I don't think unless you're selling rocket parts or something, and I don't think you get into customs. So I don't think that's it. But basically, I don't care where you live, where you're from, you can drop ship, and you do a great job. So my advice is you get over to Shopify and Overload. You're going to be over there. When you get to Shopify, you got a 2-week free trial. When you sign up for that treat, Overload is right there. Overload is going to help you fill that shop with products, and that's all you do. And that's my wife going by. And, so that's it for today. And what can I say? I say that if you like this broadcast and you'd like more of them, why, it's right down here in the you're going to see it. It'd be on your left-hand side down there. There's a place to put a thing. But on the first comment is a comment from me, and there's a link there to the site, the course, and there's also a link to Shopify down there. So press them, get started, get going on your Shopify or your drop shipping business. There'll be a link when you go over to Shopify. There'll be a link to Overload, and Overload, once again, it never costs anything. So all good stuff for you to take advantage of. So what can I say? I enjoyed this. So if you like it, and subscribe to the channel. Send me some subscription love or something. I appreciate it. And with that being said, I'm going to stop this broadcast, and we will see you on the next one, which be sure and watch, because it's got, for you people that are importing from China and some of those places on private label stuff, it's some cautions you need to be aware of. So until the next time, I see you, and I'm stopping the broadcast.